I had a conversation last week with a college student. I was awed by his maturity to identify. Took 1 minute and I asked him, what have you been doing when you know that you have so many problems?
After getting this chance, I'm really feeling enthusiastic right now. By following your way, I throw the word to them as well. And they always I love that way. Sometimes whenever I watch any podcast video, if I get any hard word, like a tough word, that I'm from West Bengal. So in West Bengal, you can say we gift.
Gift.
Ready.
Hello, today I have another conversational video, and I had a conversation last week with a college student. He's just finished his board examination and he's preparing for his college days for a competitive examination. But apart from all that, I was awed by his maturity to identify the problems that he has, the way he began working on it, and how these effective tips has been helping him and others around him. So before beginning today's video, I would like to share a short incident. 2 days back, I had a conversation with a learner, and he took almost 20 minutes to convince me that he's not able to speak, he's not able to communicate effectively because he went to a non-English medium school, because he doesn't have an environment. He has been enrolling for different courses, but still nothing has been happening. And also he feels that he has crossed the age of learning and studying. He's almost 55 years of age and he's a bank manager. So nothing to do with the profession and the age, because I have learners who have crossed 60 years of age and even more, willing to learn, unlearn and relearn. So this particular learner took almost a lot of time to say that, to convey that he's been facing all these problems because of everything that happened in the past. I took 1 minute and I asked him, what have you been doing when you know that you have so many problems? When you feel that you have a lot of issues with communication, what have you been doing? The only answer was, I learned a lot of grammar books and I know the rules. So here it's not because the person is unwilling to learn, but it's more about his attitude and approach. If he sets that on track, I think all the others will fall in place. So sometimes it's the attitude and approach that we have to life, not only to learning. And remember that being ignorant is not always bliss. And you cannot choose to be ignorant all your life and then go on to convince others saying that learning is a waste of time. So let's listen to the conversation. So good evening, Imrahul. Welcome to today's session.
Good evening, ma'am. Thank you so much for accepting my request.
Thank you for sending the request. Thank you for watching the videos and following the instructions.
Yeah, ma'am, thank you. It's my pleasure that I'm talking to you. After getting this chance, I'm really feeling enthusiastic right now.
Me as well. Thanks for sharing your thoughts. And can you just tell me, what do you do and where are you basically from?
Yes, sure, ma'am. Thank you so much. So I think I should introduce myself. So my name is Imrahul Islam, ma'am. I'm from West Bengal and my district is Malda. And I'm a student. I have just finished my 12th board exam in science background.
Okay.
Apart from that, if I talk about my hobbies, then I love gardening as well as I love to travel, ma'am. That's all about me.
Right. Okay, that's great. So you've just finished your board examination.
Yes, ma'am. I think it will take 1 or 2 months.
Okay.
To publish the result.
Okay, so all the best and let's hope for the best. Okay, that's the confidence. Right.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so what made you send the request and why did you really want to have a conversation with me? I know that having a conversation is a trend, but still,
yes.
I understand that you have been learning the language, English, with so much of passion and interest. And you were a beginner once upon a time. You have reached this level because of some work that you did. So there are a lot of people who experience fear, anxiety, and they think that English is something that has got a lot to do with status, you know, such kind of thoughts. It is a beautiful language. We cannot say it's just a language, but a beautiful language. So, when did you
Yeah.
begin this journey? When did you realize that, oh, there is a language as English? When did you really begin speaking in English?
Okay, so first of all, if I want to tell why I mail you, so the reason is, ma'am, I wanted to be your first, guest. Okay. First of all, I want to say because in
Okay,
that time I was having my exam, so
okay,
I didn't mail you. I saw your first community post. You can understand. I don't know you will believe or not, but I can say I saw your first community post. But
okay,
in that time I was having my exam. That's why I didn't mail you.
okay,
But after having my exam, I thought that I should mail. So
okay,
and you accepted my request. That's why I'm feeling good. And if I tell the reason why I want to talk to you, the reason is, ma'am, the way you teach everything or you train everything, that's is really fantastic, ma'am. Why I am saying that, in the previous session, okay, so you thrown few words to me and I was making sentences, so I followed these tactics in my journey, so I feel really helpful. So I
okay,
always, whenever I try to make an environment of learning English by following these tips, by following your tips, you can say, so that, and by using your tips, I'm trying to make an environment of learning English, like whenever I get time, on every time I talk to my sister, my
okay,
nephew,
okay,
my brother, talk
okay,
in English,
okay,
and I try to use many words, and by following your way, I throw the word to them as well,
mm-hmm.
and they always try to make words. So
Okay,
and apart from these things, I love the way you explain everything. Like, I saw many of your videos, and I recently watched your, like, story video, your life story. How did you learn English? What are the mistakes or what are the problems or troubles you have faced in your, like, early journey? So, and now you are a very great speaker, so I
I
love that
still,
way.
sorry to interrupt, I still face problems. Only thing the problems are less.
You're actually, yeah, actually,
Go on, please. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, that's right. But the way, actually, if I if I try to say a positive point of your videos, that is, you always explain, you try to use advanced word, but you explain that word, like you add subtitles, like that, this type of things. I really love that way. Sometimes whenever I watch any podcast video, if I get any hard word, like a tough word, then I stop watching that video and I search that word in
Mm.
Google or any dictionary. But after, when I watch your video, I get the meaning of that word instantly, so I feel good to watch your video.
Thank you so much. I'm honored to listen to your feedback. I'm happy that some of the methods are helping. See, all of us, all the trainers like me, give lot of inputs and guidelines from the experience because we have been training.
Yes.
It's the effort of the learner also. Like you said, I've been using the words, I tried it out. So when you tried it out, you understood that it will help me or it has been helping me, and then you share certain things from that. So that is the very purpose of this conversation. Did you ever experience fear when you initially started speaking English? Like now, okay, you have reached a particular point, but did you face fear? If yes, how did you overcome that?
Okay, I used to be an introverted person, ma'am, the very first time. When I started having sessions with
Mm-hmm.
foreigners, in the very first time I started having session with foreigners.
Mm-hmm.
So in that time, I was not getting their accent as well. Okay,
Okay.
so I was having trouble. So I thought that why I'm not able to have a conversation properly. So I thought that I should talk to Indian tutors or trainers as well. So
Mm-hmm.
I had session with Indian trainers. So in that time I got to know what's my
Mm.
problem is. So in that way, I always try to improve my confidence level. I
Okay.
can't say I'm a full confident person right now, but I can assure you that day by day I am improving, and I always
Great.
try to improve.
Okay.
And actually, it's been 5 months. I haven't, had a conversation with others because of my
Okay.
example and everything
So I have a word here. So definitely a question is coming your way, and that is, what is it?
upcoming.
Okay. So next week, what's your upcoming plan? Anything special?
Okay. Okay, right now these days I'm having my fun days or like interesting days because I have just finished my exam. But in after a week, I have to join a college as well. Okay,
Okay.
and actually before joining a college, I have to start my studies. Okay,
Yes.
if I
Yeah.
because we are living in the age of cutthroat competition. Okay,
Mm.
so we have to compete. We have to do competition with others.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, in this age, because I'm from West Bengal, so in West Bengal, you can say we don't get job easily.
Okay.
Actually, and recently I passed. After the result, I will pass 12th.
Mm.
Okay, but
Yes.
after that, my target is to get a job or to like work for a job
Okay.
or to work for a job. So that's why I want to do a competitive exam. I want to crack a competitive exam. So definitely, I will
Great.
try to crack that
Okay.
exam. So I have to prepare for that.
Okay. So you're an aspiring learner and you have a lot of goals in life. That's great to hear. It's not enough that we have plans, but you have already started working for it, which is great. So I'm going to give you some topics. You just choose one topic. Yeah, just
Okay,
choose any topic. I'll give you all the topics. The
okay,
first topic is hope. Okay?
okay. Hope.
Okay, so just
Yes.
remember the topics and you can choose one. The next one is fear.
Fear.
Yeah? The third topic
Okay.
is
Daily routine.
daily routines. Hope, fear, daily
Yeah.
routine. And the last topic, or what is it?
I
I
can do.
can do this. So it's about your confidence. When you felt, I
Okay.
can do this. So that's a title. I can do this. Hope,
Okay.
fear, and
Oh,
daily routine.
okay.
Yeah,
So
can
do
you
I
choose
have do
one?
I
Just choose one topic.
okay. Before choosing that, do I have to talk on this topic?
Okay, so after this, I'll be giving you some words. You have to use those words to speak about this topic.
Okay, so I can do this.
I can do this. You want to go for I can do this. Okay. So I'm going to give you the words. Do you want to write it down or will you remember?
Yeah, I will remember.
You will remember. Okay. So I'll repeat. Don't worry. So this is the first word. What is it?
Yes. Gift.
Gift. So you can write it down. Gift.
Ready.
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 Now this is the third word, but here you have a conditional beginning. If.
If.
If. So
If.
whenever we use the word if, it means, oh, it's a condition. So if,
Okay.
ready, gift, and the last word is
Fresh.
only four words. Okay? Can you
Okay.
please repeat the words?
Gift and
Ready,
uh, ready.
if, fresh.
Fresh.
Okay?
Yes.
These are the four words. You can use it in any order. You can just use it
Oh,
in any order, but you're going to speak about I can do this.
okay.
Okay?
I'm trying, ma'am. I don't know I'll
Yes.
be right or wrong, but I'm
That's
trying.
okay. That's okay. Just try. Just put it
So,
together.
so if I want to give my parents uh, a, a gift, if I want to gift uh, like a luxurious life to my parents, then I have to uh, uh, ready to crack. I have to be ready to crack a particular competitive exam, and I have to utilize my freshers.
Fresher skill, right? You said fresher skill.
Yeah.
Yeah, fresh hand skill. I mean, of course, it's correct. Like when you pass an examination, you're a fresher. You go to any company,
Yeah.
you're a fresher. So you're going to use your fresher skill and then develop on it and maybe set your targets so that you can gift
Oh,
a luxurious life to your parents.
okay.
Yes. Here you said that if I have to gift a luxurious life to my parents, I will have to be
Yeah.
ready to crack a competitive exam and
Yeah.
use my fresher skills and then maybe later develop. So, you always, all of us begin with the fresher skill. So, can we
Yes.
use this particular context in learning English? Fresher skill. So, when we take the case of a beginner, now you are able to make sentences, you know a bit about the language, you're able to speak also. But when we look at a beginner, the beginner is always a fresher. Okay, when it comes to
Yes.
language, and the person could be very anxious also. So,
Okay.
how can that person evolve from the fresher?
They have to work on it. First of all, they have
Okay.
to start. The most important mistake that we usually do is we do not try. First of all, we have to try,
Mm-hmm.
and if we start day by day, we will improve.
Okay.
And the most actually in my whole journey, what I observed and what I learned is to speak with a partner or a co-speaker or a trainer. We have to uh, improve our confidence. We need to talk to ourselves as well, and we first we have to find out the mistakes that we usually do, and we have to
Okay.
correct everything. We have to
Okay.
work on it. So by
Okay.
following this way, we can be a good speaker, or we
Okay,
can.
you can evolve on the skills, yes. So, as you rightly said, everybody is skilled, even if the person is not fluent in the language. A beginner is also skilled. Only thing is, you have to discover the skill and begin working on it so that you advance from the fresher skills to the advanced level. Great. That was a very good way of
Yes,
putting it. And making the attempt is very good. You have to make the attempt, try it out, and also
yes,
confidence comes like you begin evolving as a confident speaker by communicating with confident people, with people who are willing to correct you without any judgment, without being judgmental. It could be
yes, yes.
tutors, trainers, even good friends who are good with the language, but today it's a bit difficult to find people like that. Do you want to get a short feedback?
Yeah, please, ma'am, please,
Okay, so Imrahul, I
please.
feel you're quite okay with your speaking skills. You are still learning. Now, we
Yes.
always look at the repeated pattern of errors. One is we don't say in that time. We don't say in that time this is what happened. At that time, I was feeling nervous. I
Okay.
used to feel nervous when I used to speak to foreign tutors. Now, this is a
Okay.
common problem faced by many people around the world. They think that speaking to foreigners is like a very big mountain to crack or to move. Of course, they also make mistakes. Native speakers also make mistakes, just like how we make mistakes in Hindi or our native languages. Then, one more thing
Oh,
is we make mistakes, not we do mistakes. We make mistakes. So, there
okay.
is a difference between make and do. Okay,
Oh,
we do activities. I'm doing my work, I'm doing something. Yeah, that is do. Make is used when you create, when you produce something. So I'm making mistakes, but I'm willing to correct it. And I will be correcting
oh,
it. So that is the difference. Okay, so this is a usage. So it's a common mistake. It's a common mistake found among learners, but everything is like a learning piece of cake. And as you rightly said, you make mistake, then you correct yourself. That's how you reach this particular level. Yeah.
so actually, thank you so much for having the session. But apart from that, privately, I want to ask you a question. I always try to learn more, but I want to stock words, but I don't know what is the right way to collect words,
Collect words and the nervousness. Okay, is
ma'am.
the that is known as reuse, recycle, and repeat. RRR.
Oh,
Yeah.
RRR. Okay, definitely I will follow all the rules and tips, ma'am. Definitely. Thank you so much
Thank you so
for all the
much.
tips, ma'am.
Thank you for joining, and it was great speaking to you.
Same here, ma'am. I really
Yeah.
enjoyed having session with you. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
the
so
opportunity.
much. I hope you enjoyed this conversation. And if you really want to have a one-to-one conversation with me, here, remember that these conversational videos are different from my training sessions. Make sure that you do some research based on the topic that is being shared. Let it be a natural and casual conversation where you share your guidelines and tips so that others can learn from you. We are not here to inspire and deliberately motivate others, but your story can really make a difference. Happy learning.